Started off this morning with something we can all agree on. Listen to me. America is the greatest nation in the world. One more time. America is the greatest nation in the world. As I assure you, there's not a single swine or pig show in Russia, Communist China, North Korea, or Iran this morning. We've got the market on it here in the good old USA. Good deal. I see a lot of smiles, and that's what we want to keep on. We'll make that smile last all day long, and we're going to go right into the rest of the program. Who's up next?
Jesus, thank you for your day. Thank you for everything you've done for us, Lord. Lord, just please be with all these exhibitors here and their parents and any of their sisters or brothers, Lord. Please send that nothing serious happens today, Lord. Please be with their pigs as they're in the show ring or walking up to their Lord, just give everyone favor in the show ring. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
I would ask you to remain standing here as we hear the national anthem this morning performed by Ashley White.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How you doing? Everybody? That's everybody. All right. All right. Big fan.
Well, good morning, everyone. Certainly a pleasure to be here to sort through your guys' kids and through your livestock today. It looks like we got some good weather and a great turnout. Quite frankly, I guess as the kids come out, I only expected to keep probably 2 and maybe 3 out of each particular class. I know we got quite a few classes in this first division and only need to find 10. For me, it's not so much about how many we're keeping as much as finding the kids that probably just come to the top in terms of eye contact, consistency, keeping those homes in the center of the ring. And I do think that there's 4 kids that we're going to bring back out of this particular heat. And then I'll talk the ones we're going to send back just momentarily. I'll talk the ones we're going to pin over here here to the right as they come back. A young lady in the green is going to come back for the second drive. A young man in the American flag shirt, a young man in the plaid shirt here, and then the young lady with the pig directly in front of me are all going to come back for the next division. And that's taking nothing away from the two kids off to my left. I thought eye contact with the young lady in the blue could be worked on just a shot, and at times maybe wanted to wear just a shot further towards the corners in relation to her contemporaries off here to my right. Same to be said for the young man here. At times just wanted to drift a little further out, wanted to get that whip more back towards the ham of that hog, want to keep that whip up into that front 2/3 of the body. But let's give these kids a hand as they head back. We'll sort these four off after we get through the next four classes. Congratulations to all you kids.
This one will be ready for you. That's the big up plate.
Another good class of kids, and I think that there's one that we got to bring back immediately, and then I think there's a pair of them that you got to make some decisions on in terms of type and kind, and I think all the kids do a good job. There's probably three that rise up, and then we're going to make a cut on one of those. The first one we're going to bring back is a young man in the green shirt there in the center of the ring with the black beret. He'll come back for the next round, and in between the next two, the young man in the red shirt will come back as well. The young lady here is very close, and I think once you get a drive and get sorted out of the pack, I think you do a good job getting that barrel stuck. At times want to wear a little further back, at times the barrel wants to get a little more stop and go in here, and I thought both of the two in front of me probably crossed over in front of me once or twice more than what I deem ideal, but at the same time, I thought if we could just get that barrel to go just a shot more consistently, she could grab a pin as well. The young lady here does a good job with her pace and her demeanor. She doesn't get too worked up with that particular barrel. At times just wants to get in between me and the hog. The young lady here, we need to work with eye contact just a shot, but I don't think you ever get worked up on that gilt. Your pace is right, you keep her moving. Young man here, same can be said, need to work on eye contact just a shot, but I thought that gilt's pace and just the way you work with her was very good. You don't ever get too worked up on her, buddy, and I can appreciate that. And then the young lady at I thought all four of the remainder that are still in the ring did an excellent job. Just need to work on those little things as we come back to grab a pin. Let's give them a hand as they head back to the barn. Congratulations to all of you.
Like counting down the seconds. Aubrey. Stay away.
While that class is coming in, I want to say thank you again to the sponsors of the show today. Platinum level sponsors are Clay County Agricultural Fair, Williams and Rose General Contractors, and 5-8 Farms. Gold level sponsors are Amazing Grace Shop Maize, Capital City Bank, Clay County Farm Bureau, and Elrod Auction. Silver level sponsors are Ag Pro, Clay County Cattlemen's Association, CK2 Show Pigs, Gutter Chief LLC, Russell's Feed and Farm Supply, Stock Signs and Designs, and West Fraser.
Another really good group of them, and I think this class runs particularly deep, and we're going to bring a trio of kids back for the finals. And I think there's little things to work on amongst the group, but the three I'm going to elect to bring back, the young man in the paisley shirt closest to me, and the two young ladies here are all going to come back for the finals. There's a couple that are close. I think the young lady in the pink vest is very close. Your eye contact is second to none, and I think when that barrel wants to drive, I think you do an exceptional job at getting him driven across the ring. At times you want to get just the shot close, and at times that barrel probably wants to get just a little more lethargic in terms of his pace. He wants to get a little more stop and go as you hit the corners. You need to work on those little things as we move forward. The young lady in the blue pants, blue and black pants here directly in front of me is another one that's very close. Another one that I thought out the gate was great in terms of her eye contact. Another one, like I said about the other young lady, I thought that barrel wanted to get a little more stop and go out here. Maybe didn't have the pace, and just the consistency is what some of these other kids did. They went ahead and grabbed a pin, but I think the fundamentals and the basics are there for sure. And I think honestly, amongst the rest of the group, I thought eye contact was good. I thought demeanor was good. No one got too worked up on their picks. For me, I thought the rest of them probably just wanted to wear a shot more towards the corners, want to bring it more towards the center of the ring and get a more consistent pass. Let's give those kids a hand as they head back. Congratulations to all you kids.
Class 4 is coming in the ring now. Class 4, the novice division, is made up of Sadie Wilhite, Ellie Boldness, Mason Hendricks, Jack Crawford, Jackson Whitfield, Mackenzie Schaefer, and Gatlin Durbin.
Another great class of kids, and to be quite frank, in these younger divisions, I'm not so worried about how we place them as much as getting some of these younger kids ring time, because quite frankly, these kids have got a lot of years left, and I'm glad to see that some of these kids have got some older kids showing them and helping them and showing them the ropes. And like I said, for me, it's not so much about getting kept back in this particular division as much as just working the ring and just getting the opportunity to get out here and drive hopes. I do think that there's a pair of them that probably just rise to the top to me just a shot quicker in terms of their consistency, their eye contact, staying in the center of the ring. And the two young people I'm talking about, the young man with the mullet here directly in front of me, the young lady in the pink shirt will be the two we bring back. And that's taking nothing away from the rest of these kids. It does look like we've got a little younger division here across the board. And I think all these kids do an exceptional job just keeping their hope, moving them, staying out of trouble, and just being consistent in terms of their passes. I want to see if you probably just stay a shot more towards the center of the ring, continue to work on eye contact. But like I said earlier, I think just getting in the ring and getting the opportunity to drive hogs is big. Look forward to working into these final 10 and placing in the top 10. Let's give these kids a round of applause as they head back to the barn.
Junior Division Class 1, you need to head to the holding pen. Junior Division Class 1 to the holding pen.
Go, Cole. Good time.
Buddy, out here. Keep going. Keep drive them all the way to it. Out this way.
There'll be 9 here.
Mason Hendricks, would you come to the arena? Mason Hendricks, come over to the registration table in the arena. I want to encourage you to visit Russell's Feed and Farm Supply on the east end of the arena under the flag, and on the west end of the arena you will find Sullivan's and Southern Show Supply near the concession stand, the Cattleman's concession stand. Cattleman's still serving breakfast, and they'll be serving lunch here shortly. Hot coffee and tea and everything. Visit the Cattleman's concession stand down there if you feel led to do so. Restrooms are located under the bleachers on my right. After the judge's final decision is made here, the champions are announced here, I would ask the winners to leave the pig with the parrot and come to the backdrop behind me for a picture. Those winners come behind me to the backdrop for a picture. Send the pig back to the holding, back to the pen with a parrot.
You better hurry up. All right.
Man, what a first division, and I tell you, if this is any indication of what the quality of livestock and the quality of kids are going to be moving forward throughout the day, I'm going to have my hands full and have to really work for my paycheck because, to be quite frank, I didn't know what to expect. I know we're close to Perry. I know a lot of you families are probably going. I didn't know what to expect numbers-wise. I didn't know what to expect livestock-wise, or even just quality of showmen, East coaches. Don't ever know who's going to show up this time of year, and I tell you, like I said, if this first division is any indication, man, oh man, it's going to be a fun day. I'm not going to get in too much of a hurry, to be quite frank with you. I got all day. I'm here for a couple of days, so I want to give all your kids the chance and the look and the nod and be able to tell you what I think and what I see. Take it home and use it as need be or throw it out the window. It don't matter to me as much as it's just my opinion on this given day. So I think we get into this top 11, and I think it's very good, like I said. And man, I had to really kind of clear my head and figure out where I wanted to go as these kids came out because, man, they just kept coming, and it was quality, and it was good. And I thought we got into these 4, 5, and 6 and probably came to the top just a shot quicker for me and did a few more things, a shot more unique. I still think once we get out here for this final drive, I do think there's one showman that comes to the top and comes to the top in a hurry. Not only are they the best at the corner of the ring in terms of making big circles, big transitions, they're smooth working around the front side of their animal. Their eye contact is absolutely lights out, super intense, gives me the extra angles, always at the right distance, always at the right pace, and quite frankly, in this bigger group, I thought they were the showmen that did the best work in the ring and staying out of trouble, finding the right spots and finding the holes. That's the young man directly in front of me in this division. Congratulations to him. You did an awesome job, buddy. I thought 2, 3, and 4 got close. I thought there was another one that if I could have brought this showman in just a shot closer to me. When we got into this big group, I thought they pushed our champion awfully hard. Like I said, once the wear a shot further towards the back side of the ring, it gets just a shot more distance. But I think that aside, another one that's super intense in terms of their eye contact, incredible in terms of their whip usage and not getting too worked up on their animal. At times, maybe wants to turn just a shot sharper as you hit the corner of the ring, but I thought it was second best in terms of giving me those extra angles, having just that presence about him, that intensity about him, and just having kind of a swagger about him, I guess you could say. Critique him in 2 little areas, and I think things get a lot closer on the top end. Young lady at the far side is going to be a reserve. Congratulations to her. 3 and 4 got close. I thought one of them had to work just a little harder for it, kind of hope they had a little extra gear. The other one's probably just a shot more calm, cool, and collected. At the same time, I thought my reserve showman probably just got more passes out of their animal in general. Wanted to see a few more angles as we got across them. Did catch them crossing over in between me and the hog at one point in time. And those are little things on a showman that I think is super intense. Does a great job with a hog that's got an extra gear about him. Young lady off to my right will be 3. Congratulations to her. Buddy here is going to be 4. And man, I'll tell you, you probably didn't catch my eye at first. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. It's because you were always in the middle of the pack. And I appreciate that. Your distance between me and the hog and just keeping that thing in the center of the ring as good as anybody. Didn't get as many passes coming and going. Just give me those extra angles as those ones that were above you in this particular drive. Another showman here that's got a good swagger about him. Great skin and hair, really intense. Love his body posture and his whip usage in this particular drive. Caught him in between me and the hog on 2 separate occasions, and at times I thought we like to see maybe just another angle or 2 with that showman as well. Same could be said here. I thought out the gate, young lady, you did an incredible job in terms of your eye contact and just keeping that gilt moving. I thought your pace was very, very good. And you too, like the young man above you, I thought did a good job of just staying in the center of the ring like the young man above you. I did catch you jumping in between me and the hog on a couple of different occasions. Just want to continue to work on that. Young man here is probably just look as easy as anybody out in this particular drive. Just got the fundamentals and the basics down in terms of his pace, in terms of his eye contact, his whip usage. At times, that barrel to get a little more stop and go as we hit the corners of the ring. Did want to see a few more angles as we came across as well. Young lady here, another one that did a good job just in terms of keeping that gilt moving and giving me some extra angles. Great in terms of her distance between me and the hog. Eye contact is the big thing to work on there. Young man here, another one like your eye contact, like your pace, and like your whip usage. Probably got lost in the pack and got pushed to the backside of the ring. Just a shot more than what I deemed ideal. This kid here, you're as intense and good in terms of your eye contact as anything. At times, I think your eye contact is maybe just a little too intense in the sense that maybe I just want to see it, maybe plan your route, decide where you want to go. That barrel wants to get further away from me because I think your eyes are so locked on me all the time. That's not a bad thing. I just want to have you continue to work on where you're wanting to place that hog. Give me those extra angles and not get too far out of the corners. I think you do a really good job in terms of your eye contact and your intensity, though. Young lady here, I thought A bear that when he came out was squealing, his mouth was open. He didn't act like he wanted to be out here, but I thought she needed to come back for the finals because the basics and the fundamentals are there. I think your whip usage is good. I think your eye contact's good. That bear just wants to get more stop and go. As we bring him back out, doesn't want to work with you. Your driving partner just won us consistently. But man, oh man, what a good first division. Let's give those kids a hand and congratulate all of them.